What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums live on Saving Paps Farm. This is Westby, Wisconsin. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. So today we are finally getting our corn done. Oh, I just attached a PTO. We are finally getting our corn done and getting that into the hammer mill so that we can start getting our raw CCM, so we can then get that into the ag bag and get that turned over for our fermented CCM for the cows. B. Williams, how you doing? John again, hello. Kimberly, hello. Oh, not a problem, man. I'm glad you enjoy them. I myself enjoy making the videos. That's why I keep doing it. Alright, get hooked up here. I already have the harvester out there going. Waylon, hello. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing this evening? Or this afternoon, or this morning, depending on where you are. Alright, so we have already almost made a full pass around on this first headland. And it looks like he's just about full. Ooh, hold on. I don't know what he's doing. He's backing up. Let me get out of his way. Playing on Blackwater bottoms with retro equipment. Yeah, I do like using older equipment. I must say, it is definitely my go-to. Oh man, these corn stalks, swaths are massive. Holy cow. I may need to change the size of these swaths in the XML. They are extremely huge, I think. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, they seem really big. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to have a look at that and possibly change those around. Come on, get over there. I have never played on Blackwaters. Is that the map that's done by Matt? I believe his name is. Right? %. We'll go ahead and let him go around a little bit more, and then actually we'll speed up here. So when we're ready to top off, we are good to go. We are doing great with the money. Selling those soybeans in the last episode definitely helped out a lot with bringing in some money, and we're definitely going to be able to continue to do that. How's my honey? How's my honey coming along? Perfect, 50% on that one. Alright, so I have to see, because some of the work that we have to get done, I don't think I'm I'm not going to do it in the live stream, but we have these 2 fields of corn that we have to get taken care of today. That is my goal for this live stream. And then I guess for tomorrow's video, we'll start getting this stuff baled up and probably start getting some slurry down. Because we are going to have to get these fields turned over here soon before it is planting season for the soybeans. Come on, 94%. 95. Good. I'll block him and I'll get topped off. No, I won't get topped off. Alright, well, we'll let him continue around on his next headland. And we'll come in here and get this unloaded into the hammer mill. Straighten out here. I always find it easier to do this in cab. They have massive headland, huge headlands on them. Oh yeah, the AI would definitely enjoy that then. Come on, get it in there. Nope. There, get over a little bit more. Let's see if I can do it from outside. I am not a fan of backing these things up. They are such a pain, these articulating front ends. Nope. No, I missed it. I'm just going to hit the... You know what? I know what I'm going to do. It's not going to be 100% realistic, but I'm just going to pull over here and pull up to the front. I might have to have a fiddle around with this. This hammer mill is one that I designed on the map just because I wanted it on the farm. I didn't want it to... I don't want to have to drive all the way across the map to use it, so I set it up here. But I feel like I might have to drop it down a little bit because it doesn't quite meet there. I might just have to come up with a completely different design, though. Alright, where's our combine at? Alright, he's coming back around, so we'll wait here for him. He shouldn't have a full load, I don't think. Alright, well, we got that in there, so let's go ahead and start getting that roll. No, we'll hold off. We'll get that rolling here after we put a couple loads in it. Here he comes. We'll let him get around this bend and start on that third headland. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do something about this corn stalk swaths. They are extremely massive, I think. Oh, he's already done with the third headland. Okay. We'll let him go ahead and take a bite down here. How did you get that to run in a curve? You talking about doing the headlands? B. Williams, is that what you're talking about? If that's what you're talking about, I am using Courseplay. Yeah, I am using Courseplay. If we jump into here, I can bring it up. And it shows you his entire course that he will run. So yeah, that's how I do that. I am no expert at Courseplay. I use it for the basic functionality of running up and down the fields. It's about all I seem to be able to get it to do right. I don't use bunker silos, so I don't need to use that, but I mean, I've watched like the farm sim guy and stuff like that use it to unload into trucks or trailers sitting on the side and stuff like that. I've also watched him use it to pack silage, clamps, and things like that. I only ever use it just to help me pick up the harvest and be able to give me 2 ways to go around doing it. Get out of his way. But yeah, I gotta get the rest of these fields worked over. That's probably gonna be in the next 2 videos, I think, that I end up doing that. Yeah, so good bit of work that still needs done. I don't think we're going to run out of time. I was doing math and everything like that with the silage that I have. Let me get turned around and get ready for his next pass. If we jump in here, our corn silage is still getting turned over, but we're going to have right around 300,000 liters in both. So the way I figure it, with the amount of cows I have, I'll probably only go about through 200 liters. Or 225,000 liters of silage a year. So actually both of those stave silos should last me 2 years. So that'll be nice. That'll help next year with the soybeans going in, I think. Hopefully, as long as nothing changes and we end up getting more cows and I need to use it. Charles, what's going on, man? What is going on? We are just taking care of our cornfields in this live stream. Hoping to get most of it done in my allotted time. Because I still have some recording and stuff I have to do tonight for tomorrow's video and everything like that. I don't think this should take too long, no. Also, if you guys haven't, like the video, leave a like. It definitely helps with the channel and getting it out there and everything like that, which I truly, truly appreciate. Trying to grow more and more every day, hoping to get closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And I am currently working on, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a series, if I'm going to do a live stream on there. But I have another map that Farmer Brown, he has helped me get calves and piglets and all that stuff on there. I was able to get the calves on there myself, but I was unable to get oh, I'm in his way. I was unable to get the names and everything like that to show up. So I did need a little bit of help with that, and you know, he came in clutch and was able to help me out and got all of that stuff. He said he worked through some errors that were on the map and took care of some stuff, so truly appreciative to him and all the help that, you know, he gives me on all of these maps. If you haven't heard me mention him before, he's the one that got all the updates here on Westby with the alfalfa, the clover, the corn stalk bales, the soybean bales, and them actually having textures and everything as well. So I truly appreciate that, man. That's good to hear, Charles. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Ten people here. That's awesome. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all doing great. I'm hoping for a nice day to come up. Oh, this week or this weekend, I want to get out and ride the bike. I haven't been on it for a week now. We've had a lot of rain and cold weather out here, so I'm definitely ready to get moving again. Let's go ahead and run down here and jump in the combine for a little bit. Do a little combining. His old 76, she's small. I'd like to definitely upgrade her at some point. I think that for sure, with the 100 acres that we have here on the farm, I think for sure that would help speed some things along. Maybe getting a wider header for the cereal crops and for the corn. I know when we pick our corn, you know, I don't have much of an option with equipment there. I think we do 3 rows at a time, but that's not too bad. That's one of the smaller jobs. I think one of the other things I want to start working on is getting multiple jobs going at once. And I think that's something I'm going to start next season, because it would really be helpful. But now that I got to change these corn stalk swaths, I'll have to send Clarence an updated version of the map as well, so he's able to jump on and help out. Oh yeah, they are. Look how tall they are compared to the wheels on the combine. Holy cow. That's crazy. Here we'll get some cinematic shots. Gotta run over. Gotta get ready to unload him. Enough playing around with the cinematic shots. Let him come back up. So my plan is everything that we own, we're going to go ahead and turn into soybean next year, except for the alfalfa that's here. That's going to stay. The alfalfa down here will stay. And then I think it was like, actually, I think it might have been episode 41 possibly. We're going to go ahead and put the, we put the field grass in down here. So all of those will stay, grass fields. That way we can get silage, we can get our alfalfa hay and everything like that as well. Ooh, that's a big, that is a big pile. Holy cow. That got me all kinds of twisted up. Come on, bud. What do you... This is the downfall with working with the AI. It is not the same as when Clarence and I were both running in there for sure. Hopefully he's not too full. He can make this pass coming up. But we are going to have to get him unloaded here soon. Hold on, bud. Get out of the way. There you go. Come on. Oh, good. He's just going to sit here. Perfect. Completely unload him. He shouldn't... I don't think he'll fill up with this last little bit that's left. It'll be close, though. Where's Mr. Ozzy at? I haven't seen him come into the chat yet. I think it's, what, like 9 o'clock there. And he is empty. We'll go ahead and run this 73 liters down. Or 73%. Holy cow. There we go. We'll let that unload. So, one of the issues that I have found that I'm back and forth on how I want to fix. So, our calf barn here, our little calf shed, holds 40 calves at a time, which isn't bad. It's a nice size little barn for everything. But the problem is, if we jump in here, we have 30 calves in here. And we have 20 more that should be here in probably about a month's time. So, I don't have I don't have room to put them anywhere. I won't be able to put them in here. Now, I've thought about either coming in here and, you know, just making the capacity in here a little bit more. But I also thought about possibly putting in another calf shed. I'm not sure where I would put another one on the farm without taking up too much room. Anywhere. I mean, we'll lose more of that field. We already lost a decent amount of this field by putting this one in here. And if we actually jump in here and jump into flight mode, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of space left around here to put another one. I thought about possibly taking that grain bin down once we sell all the soybeans, taking that down and relocating it, and then we could look at putting it in that area over there, which wouldn't be a bad idea. If we jump into here, we can actually bring it up and see exactly how much room it takes up. So my thought process is something in and around here, or possibly more at an angle, and kind of come in like right about here, or come in this angle, and yeah, and maybe right around in here. And then I can redirect the road to go around. We can trim that field up, make that field a little bit smaller, which then we're not losing too much, but then I'm going to have to find a place to put my grain bins. Or at least that one. I'd have to figure out where I want to put it. And I've already been thinking about that one, because I've thought about moving that one down there as well. And down here we have our little parking area that we built. We took out the trees that were down here. We took the trees out that were down here, and we built this little parking lot for, you know, our tanker and trailers and everything like that. I could possibly do the same thing over here. I'd have to do a little bit of landscaping, I think, because the ground's a little uneven. But we could possibly take out a couple of these trees. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Everything's good. Sorry. Sorry. Rude. But yeah, maybe come down in here and take some of these trees out. Maybe leave that one. I think this is one tree, right? Take this tree out, but this is it's a pretty big slope right in here. But I'd like to leave some of the trees around. Like maybe leave those two trees on the end and just take that big one out of the middle and put them bins in there. I think that would look pretty good. But I don't know, that's something that I'm going to have to look into, something that I definitely want to do. I just don't know exactly where I want to put them. But those are my options. Oh, not a problem, man. Not a problem at all, John. But, yeah, maybe bump these up to 50 each and still have two of them down here. That would still work out pretty well. See how full he is. Yeah, 47%. we'll finish up this last little bit here. And then we'll move on to the next field. But yeah, a lot of that stuff's coming after soybeans and everything get sold, because I am going to need some money, obviously, to pay to have those tore down and relocated, and to put up another barn. And I still have other plans that I want to do to help bring in money. I have one that I'm working on right now. I'm not willing to give out that information yet, but definitely have one plan to bring in some extra money. And I'm hoping by the end of next year with all those soybeans, or possibly spring of this year with the soybeans we have to sell, that I'll have enough money to be able to play around and do that. But we're going to have to see. So here's what we'll do. We will go ahead, we will end him there. I'll do this last little bit. Run 2 passes right down here. Perfect. One field done already. Turn that off. We will get the pipe out. Get our flashers on and get ready for that. We'll start unloading the corn. Now we will have to take this down to our next field and get going down there. I can't get over these cornstalk swaths, man. They are massive. As you can see, I already got the 4755 ready to go to spread some slurry. I do have a full tank on there. But I am going to take care of that in tomorrow's video, I hope. Hopefully I give myself enough time to do everything that I want to accomplish. How's our lettuce coming? 2, 4, 5, right? Yeah, we got 5 of them down there. That's good. I also have to take care of those stones and get them into that crusher so we can get lime as well. Because that's another thing that's going to need completed on the farm. We gotta get all that stuff done. Figure out how I'm going to do that. Because I still do not own a lime spreader. Ooh, I just knocked that sign over. Whoopsie! I still want to buy this farm over here, too. If we can expand into that farm, that would be great. So everybody in the chat, what do you guys think of the people that do live streams? And a lot of them will have like the heists and all the mini games in there and stuff like that. Are you guys into that stuff? Like, is that something my chat wants to see? Or are you guys good with just watching, hanging out, talking when you want and stuff like that? I know for me, when I'm watching live streams, I don't really get involved with all the mini games and stuff like that, but if it's something you guys are interested in, it's definitely something I could look into. Alrighty. Let us bring up course play. Three headlands. All that, yep. Yep, that'll work for me. Oh, he's gonna close everything up just to drive right over here. Alright. We'll jump out of here, we'll run over. Yeah, John, that's how I am. I like to just hang out in the chat and talk with people. Back to the farm. We gotta get the 4840 in the gravity wagon. Ooh, got another piece on the pallet there. Alright, so what are we at in here? I guess we can go ahead and activate that. I don't know how fast it works. If it seems to be a little too fast, I'll definitely go in and adjust that. I like the way we have the stave silos, because Clarence and I did this 10 episodes ago and filled these, and I mean, we're only halfway through. So yeah, see, that looks like it moves pretty quick, but we'll wait and see how that goes. Either way, it's fine. Mostly like hanging out and chatting. Never knew how to play the games. Yeah, I think that might be what my problem truly is I don't know how to play the games. I don't know what you're supposed to do or all that. And to be honest, like, I don't have moderators or anything like that on here. I've never really had anybody that was interested in it or ever really talked about it, so it's not anything I thought of doing. But Nathan, I did get your comment on the Johnson & Johnson Organic Dairy Farm series coming back. I was super excited to see that they're releasing that map. I'd like to see what how they adapted it to fit with FS19. Or, I'm sorry, FS22. But the live streams have also been helping getting the watch hours up. I checked the other day, I was at 930 watch hours, which in all honesty, I think is probably some of the highest I've ever had. I don't get many watch hours on my channel. I get a lot of support and people say they love the content and stuff like that, but watch hours are never that high. the live streams have truly helped with that. So I do not foresee them going away anytime soon. Live stream Wednesday has seemed, it seems to be a hit. People are enjoying that. Looking at possibly doing some different videos, not just Valley Spring. Case in point, today we're live streaming on Westby. I think we'll go up here. We might be able to meet them down at the end. But yeah, I was talking to my son the other day, and he was like, yeah, the concept behind Livestream Wednesday is good. He goes, but you've only been showing Valley Springs, and it's not Livestream Valley Springs or Wednesday Valley Springs. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So kind of looking at possibly, I don't know, like I said, this one map that I'm working on that I'm still doing some stuff with that Farmer Brown has been helping me with. There's a possibility of doing that on Wednesdays as well. And seeing what we can do on there. I have a completely different type of farming that I haven't done in a long time on there that I'm, what I'm working on. I have never been big on productions in FS22. I don't use them a whole lot. I know a lot of other people do. I've always liked sticking to the classic farming. Doing the animals and stuff like that, growing the crops. I do a little bit of it on here with the butter. But I guess that was me just trying to get my taste and, get my toes in the water a little bit. So I can't say that I've never done it, but I definitely don't do production on a big scale. I got you, Charles. I mean, everybody has different opinions on the whole thing, so I do understand it and get it. There's some soybean left over in there. Let him fill up a little bit more. Yeah, I think he's got the being blocked that popped up there. I think it's the size of that swath he's got there. Where are you cutting in at, bud? Go ahead, I don't want to block you. I don't know if I'll have enough room to turn around here. I might have to go the whole way around the field, which is definitely going to eat up some time. But I don't want to take any short trips or low trailers back. I want to make sure I have a full trailer every time. Just because of the distance we have to travel now. Again, pretty much had 10, 11 people in here the whole time, so if you guys are sticking around and stuff like that, thank you. Truly, truly appreciate it. 98. Almost there. 99. We're full. Actually, what I think I'll do, instead of going all the way back to the road, I'll creep along this fence. Now, we have enough room back here. Maybe I can bring... We can put a road in that comes along the backside of here as well. Now we won't need to worry about ever really having to go on the main road right now unless we go over to our lease fields. Yeah, the 4,000 watch hours, but I also have to have 1,000 subs, so I mean right now I'm not even at that. So the watch hours, it's just nice to see all that stuff go up, and it's nice to see the, you know, the channel growing again. You know, we're getting pretty decent amount of subscribers every week that are joining. I think the last time I checked, we were sitting at like 748. So, I mean, overall, it's grown pretty well. I think statistically, I think my views are about the same, but my watch time hours have gone up I think the way they do it, it's 162 hours it's gone up, and I've gained 11 subscribers, you know, on average more than what I have been doing. So overall, I think it's great. I love new people coming in because it gives me new people to talk to, and you know, gives new ideas. If you guys want to see something, don't ever hesitate to say something to me. I'm always open to ideas when it comes to gameplay and stuff like that. I know Rusty Money does a lot of the challenges and stuff like that, and that's really all this is. The original setup behind this gameplay or this map is trying to keep Paps Farm from going into foreclosure. And we've been doing a pretty good job at it, keeping up with the payments and bringing everything down and turning the farm around and bringing money in. Let me see here. I should be able to sneak down this way, and he'll have that third head put in. I'll have enough room to turn around. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy the challenges on the map too. But I'm always open to different ideas and trying different maps and stuff. I'm not a big fan of jumping on, I guess I consider it the bandwagon, when a new map comes out. Like, I've checked out now the Upper Mississippi map. It is an absolute gorgeous map. Absolutely beautiful. They did a phenomenal job on that map. But everybody on YouTube is playing it. Everybody. Like, there's a handful of people that still play Westby. I know Wade Mitch plays Westby. I think there was another guy, I can't remember the name of his channel, but he had just went back. He had already played, you know, did a series on Westby and went back to it. This is one of those maps for me, like Johnson & Johnson Organic Dairy Farm was. This is one of those maps that I just truly enjoy playing. And every time I try to get on something else, I'm like, oh man, I just want to jump on Westby. And as, you know, the edits and the changes to the map have come along, like, it's made me want to play even more because there's now new things to do on here. And I really want to complete the challenge, in all honesty. I want to be able to say I paid off that $1.2 million worth of debt. I think that would be awesome. Yep. He's full again. Or empty again. We'll let him get filled up a little bit. We'll go up around the corner. Wait for him there. I don't think I ever checked out the controls or anything inside of here. Front and rear wipers. And ooh. We weren't paying attention. I was finally checking out the tractor we've had for 45, almost 45 hours. Yeah, Edgewater is the other one that I've seen a lot of being played right now. And again, Edgewater too. It's a beautiful map. I'm not taking anything away from what the maps offer. But for me, like, I feel like people want a variety of things to watch. They don't want to watch everybody doing the same thing. I mean, maybe that's why my channel's not so big, because I think like that. There's a possibility. Maybe jumping on that bandwagon would be what pushes my channel over the edge, and, I start getting everything, but I don't know, I don't really want to do that. For me, I've never wanted to be that YouTuber. I started making videos and doing this because, I don't know, I enjoy it. I enjoy making the videos, and I enjoy talking to the people. Like, I mean, Nathan has been here for all but the whole 5 years that I've been doing YouTube. That's a great feeling to think that there's somebody out there that has watched me for 5 years. Mr. Ozzy's another one of them. Listen, I'm almost full. I'm going to take this up. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't play any of the older ones. I'll jump on 19 every now and then. I don't do it for YouTube. I do that just for myself. But I don't know. Yeah, so I've looked at the shorts, because I was talking to a buddy of mine too, and he was telling me about doing TikToks also. But I don't know what to do for a short. Like, I watched Simulation for the Nation, where he uses the shorts to do minute-long mod reviews. What a phenomenal idea. That was so smart. That was great thinking on his part to do something like that. And you know, I'm not going to steal somebody else's idea. Like, I'm not going to do something just because somebody else is doing it. But I have been looking into them and trying to figure out, like, exactly how to implement them into my channel. I just don't know. If you have any ideas, you know, throw them out there. I'm all ears. You can always look me up on Facebook if you're not on, you know, we're not friends on Facebook. Look me up on there. We can definitely talk about it. Because I'm always open to new ideas. But I'm hoping this new map that I'm working on with Farmer Brown, the one I was talking about earlier, I'm hoping that will be, because that's going to be, I think I've looked, I haven't found anybody else that's streaming it on YouTube that's been playing it. And I know with the changes and stuff that I have on there, I know nobody is going to be doing that. So that will be 100% unique to my channel. And maybe that'll help, you know, pull in some new people as well. Who knows? You know, I could pull a bunch of different ideas over there. Towboat, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. What we got going on over here? I missed a whole row there. Also, I was talking to Clarence. We are talking about going live tomorrow as well on Valley Spring, since we didn't do it tonight. Just shining some horns. Why'd you stop unloading? All right, there you go. Oh, I went too far. There you go. Get the rest of it out. You go ahead and turn around. I'll go the long way. What do you think of the size of my cornstalk swaths, Towboat? I think that's going to be, we were talking about it earlier, I think it's going to be something I have to edit in the XMLs and bring that down. They seem to be just a hair too big. Oh, we're calling for some rain. Go down here, I'll meet him at this end. I don't know, man. That seems a little unrealistic to me. I don't think you're getting that much corn stalks off of a single field. Oh, I wasn't even in your way. Look at that. Hold on, let him pass. Look at that. It comes up to almost to the door. Yeah. It's definitely more than it's supposed to be. I will change that. We'll let it go for this season. It might seem a little cheaty making the money off of it this year. But I'm not going to go through and not save this this round of work and change it and then have to come off camera and do everything. I'll just go ahead and we'll leave it as is this year. We'll fix it for next year, so we will, or 2 years from now, actually. So we won't have to worry about that. There we go. We'll do another cinematic shot coming up here. Oh yeah, wasn't that in FS17? Where if you knock down signs you got fined for it? Pick a topic that you enjoy in real life. I enjoy minimalist camping. So my son, my oldest son, he's 15. Him and I go out and we take just our hammock and our sleeping bag. And of course, we have, all our utilities that we need to cut down trees and cut meat and stuff like that. And we'll go out and do days or twos like that, day or two, and just camp. I love camping. My goal is to eventually, so I have found some reindeer hides that are actually made for outside. A lot of times when you find them, they're made for indoor use only, so I found some outdoor hides, and I'm looking at buying 2 of them. Now, they're $450 a piece. So I'm looking at getting those, and they're going to replace my sleeping bag. And I am currently in the process of getting the stuff to make my own pack. I've looked at a couple different pack baskets and stuff like that, which are just woven baskets that replace your typical hiking backpack and stuff like that. So kind of trying to go, I'm looking at building my own frame for the pack basket and then getting a pack basket and connecting them together. Uh, and then we've recently started looking into getting our trapping license as well, so that we can start trapping our own food. Now, I only camp in the fall, the winter, and the spring. I'm not a big fan of the heat, and I don't like camping with bugs, so we only go out in that time. I've been trying for the last couple years to catch a nice snowstorm. We went out, I think it was about 2 months ago now at this point. We went out one night, we got caught up in a ice storm. And, you know, pretty heavy rains and the ice storm and stuff like that. That was pretty cool to wake up to. But I'd really like to wake up to a decent amount of snow one time. Any of you guys do any of that stuff? Do you guys like camping, doing the minimalist camping and stuff like that? Hold on, guys. My dog wants out of the room. Alright. I'm back. Where are we at? Let's catch up. He might be close to a full load. You do any type of camping like that, Charles? Yeah, sometimes, you know, it's hard to get out sometimes. I have 6 kids total. So it's hard to get times. My 3 younger boys, they're 8, 7, and 6. And they have been wanting to get into it. I've taken them out a couple times this year. And I told him, I was like, you know, like right now, my sleeping bag, my son's sleeping bag, my oldest son's sleeping bag, they're rated for below 15, like negative 15 degrees sleeping bags. So they're, you know, they're not cheap sleeping bags. And I told the younger boys, I said, I'll take you guys out, but you guys have to go out, you know, they have their snowsuits, they have, you know, their hats, their boots, their gloves. They got blankets, they got stuff like that. Like, they are warm, don't get me wrong. But I told him, I was like, you know, I'm not going to buy you this expensive sleeping bag if it's not something you guys are going to be into and wanting to do on a regular basis when we want to go out. Because that stuff's not cheap, and I don't want to, you know, I'm looking at spending $1,000 just on sleeping bags alone for them. So they've been handling it pretty well. They double up their socks, and they take their wool socks, and they got their heavy snow suits and stuff like that that they take out there, and their hoodies and their jackets, and they layer up. And they enjoy it. I don't think they're quite ready yet or understand all of it yet to truly appreciate it. But I definitely have a good time when I have all of my boys out there. My girls, they're not fans of sleeping outside in a tent or in a hammock. or anything like that. My youngest daughter, she'll go hiking with us, but that's about it. Let's go ride with him for a couple passes. Do you have some wooded area out by wherever you are, John? We have state game forest up here that you can actually go out and do primitive camping at. So whenever you leave, there just can be no trace that you were there, which is pretty cool. You know, you don't have to pay for a site or anything like that, and it's not your typical campground or anything like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like it. Trying to get my brothers to go out too. They enjoy camping. They're just not big fans of camping in the wintertime. Starting to get dark out. That's nice. Yeah, I don't have anybody. I have one guy that I used to go out with. I've talked to him on Facebook and stuff like that, but I really haven't hung out with him. He and a couple of his buddies, they lease some wooded land, and he has a whole primitive camp set up there. I've been out to that a few times. It was nice, but I don't have any friends that have woodland and stuff like that where I can go. That would be pretty awesome. But luckily, I do have the state game land, and you're allowed to be on that, so that is nice. Woohoo! Bright lights. Like camping in the winter when you were younger, summer camp. I don't know. When I was younger, my parents camped in the summer all the time. Like, we would go every year to the same place, and they would, you know, at that point, it was like, I think maybe like 10 different families that would go. And everybody would go camping, and you know, they'd have all their kids and stuff like that. It was awesome. I enjoyed that as a kid. But as I got older, it's just dealing with all the bugs and the stuff like that. Like, it just did not become fun to me anymore. We've taken our kids to like the Yogi Bear campgrounds and stuff like that, and gotten a cabin for them and stuff like that. But they enjoy that. You know, there's water parks and all those things at these places. They enjoy that stuff. But I also want them to appreciate the minimalist part of things also. I'm sorry to hear that, John. Hopefully everything is well with him, of course. Oh, I know what a G-tube is. How old is your son, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say if you don't want to. I completely understand that. Well, why not, Charles? What's stopping you from going out? For me, there's nothing better than better time than being in the woods. That's why during this time of year, like that's where my videos are mostly hit or miss. I do a lot of my recording on the weekends and stuff like that when I wake up early, when everybody's still sleeping, because I'm that guy that wakes up at 6 o'clock every day, weekends included. So I do a lot of my recordings during those times. But when I'm out in the woods, nah, I can't pass up a good time to go out and go camping. It's one of those, for me, I cannot justify staying home and playing a game when I could be out in the woods. Alright, let's do the same thing we did here last time. Let's go ahead and cancel his job. We'll finish up this last little bit here. Alright, I gotcha. Well, again, like I said, man, hopefully everything works out for you and him. Oh, there it is. That is both of our cornfields done. Ah, the lights aren't really good on this thing at all, are they? There we go. Let's get that unloaded. I got 5:30 at night. Not too shabby. Jumping cab here. We'll go along the headlands for this too. I do think I'm going to put a road in back here. That seems like a pretty smart idea. Might have a little issue right here. Might have to take some of this field back a little bit. But we could loop it right around here and connect to our road we ended here at the beehive. And we still want to put that gate in back there, so we do still have the potential for that. That would be good. That's awesome, John. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, so before park this up, jump out of cab here, top it off with fuel. We won't really have much else to do on here harvest wise besides the barley when that's done. Yeah, wow, these lights don't work at all. But we are definitely done with the corn header. Attach that and drop it off. Back this up into here, park it in here for now. Run down, we gotta grab our tractor, put our last little bit in. Then, like I said, tomorrow's video, I'll go ahead and start getting all of these fields baled up and everything like that. I'm curious to see how many bales we get off of these two fields with the way these swaths are set up, for sure. Yeah, that'd be awesome, John, for sure. So the last 1,300 liters, almost 1,400 liters, to go into the hammer mill. And there we go. Now let's see. So, I don't know. It's doing all right. Speed-wise, I don't think it's going too fast right now. Looking like the way that should work, we should have about 100,000 liters of raw CCM. Now we'll have to get that over into our ag bag and get that going. Do you have any idea what I make for him to get his weight to go up? Honestly, no. I don't. I mean, all of my kids had their slew of medical issues when they were younger and stuff like that, but I can say I've never had to deal with that. So no, I do not have any idea. Get that parked up here. That is perfect. I got this grade in. I gotta go into G and change it still. I don't have the angle right just yet. I just gotta get that turn to match the gate a little bit better, and then that'll work. How's our manure looking? Ah, good. Just a small pile. Nothing to worry about there. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys joining me on the live stream. New videos out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I got to work on that and get all that stuff going. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Towboat, John, Charles, Waylon, Kimberly, everybody. Thank you guys so much. And I will catch you guys next time. As always, happy farming.